In a dramatic escalation of tensions between Colombia's President Gustavo Petro and the National Electoral Council, CNE, Petro fired back after the CNE's controversial decision to investigate his 2022 campaign over alleged overspending. The amount in question is a staggering 5.3 billion pesos, which the CNE claims surpass legal limits. This legal conundrum unfolds as a multifaceted chess game, where Petro has taken an aggressive stance by petitioning the House of Representatives Commission of Accusations seeking public transparency in the investigation. This political clash is not just about numbers, but about power and perception. Petro's rhetoric paints the CNE's actions as a deliberate attempt to undermine his administration, calling their decision a threat to democracy and asserting that the institution has been captured by political elites hostile to his agenda. In his petition, Petro implores the commission to open the case to public scrutiny, stating that this investigation is not just about him, but the democratic principles that underpin the Colombian electoral system. The metaphorical stage has been set for a showdown. Petro, portraying himself as a political David against the Goliath of entrenched power, seeks to evoke public sympathy. In an impassioned metaphor, he described the CNE as a sword hanging over democracy's neck, poised to strike without just cause. This hyperbolic language is no coincidence. It reflects the urgency with which Petro views this investigation and the broader implications it may hold for his presidency. Yet beyond the political theater, this case is a microcosm of the broader challenges facing Colombia's electoral integrity. Critics argue that the system is rife with loopholes and biased enforcement, while supporters of the CNE maintain that the body is fulfilling its mandate to ensure accountability. The irony, as Petro sees it, is that a body meant to uphold democracy may be the very force eroding it. This is not the first time the CNE has made waves in Colombian politics. In fact, several of its past rulings have sparked controversy, often leading to accusations of political bias. Analogously, Petro likens the CNE's actions to a referee changing the rules mid-game, a vivid simile that underscores the perception of injustice. In this high-stakes battle, Petro's strategy hinges on public opinion. By framing the investigation as a politically motivated attack, he seeks to mobilize his base and pressure the CNE into backing down. His request for public transparency is both a legal maneuver and a PR tactic designed to expose what he claims are baseless accusations. Petro's synecdochic use of democracy as the stand-in for his own campaign underscores his attempt to position himself as a defender of the people's will, rather than a politician caught in a legal quagmire. Yet, it is important to note that the CNE's investigation is not without merit. Colombian electoral law is clear about spending limits, and any violations, intentional or not, must be scrutinized. The CNE's mandate is to ensure a level playing field for all candidates, and overspending could potentially distort the democratic process. However, Petro's critics argue that the timing of this investigation, coming more than a year after his election, raises questions about the CNE's true motivations. As the investigation progresses, the stakes continue to rise. For Petro, this battle is not just about clearing his name, it is about securing the legitimacy of his presidency and ensuring that his political project remains intact. In a sense, the CNE has become a symbol of the broader institutional challenges Petro faces in his quest to reshape Colombia. Petro's hyperbolic declaration that the CNE has turned into an instrument of political persecution resonates deeply with his supporters, many of whom see his presidency as a break from the status quo. By invoking the imagery of persecution, Petro taps into a long-standing narrative of outsider politics, positioning himself as a revolutionary figure fighting against a corrupt establishment. However, the investigation is far from over, and the CNE's response to Petro's petition will be crucial. If the Commission of Accusations agrees to make the case public, it could open a Pandora's box of political intrigue, revealing the inner workings of Colombia's electoral system. On the other hand, if the petition is denied, Petro will likely intensify his rhetoric, further polarizing the political landscape. In conclusion, the ongoing battle between Gustavo Petro and the CNE is a pivotal moment for Colombian democracy. It is a clash of ideals where the lines between legal accountability and political warfare have been blurred. As Petro wages this war on multiple fronts, one thing is clear: the outcome of this investigation will reverberate far beyond his presidency, shaping the future of Colombia's electoral process for years to come.